Eminem Discography ranked 1996 to 2018. Welcome to my new TV. Subscribe if you haven't already. My goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers. Number 10, Encore. My favorite songs on this album. The songs on this album I like are some of my favorite Eminem songs of all time. But for the majority of this album, Eminem seems uninspired and depressed. The comedy on this album might be the worst of his entire career. This album was a bad sequel to The Eminem Show. Number 9, Infinite. My favorite songs on this album. For this to be Eminem's first album before the fame, it was a good effort. The lyrical acrobatics he was later known for were still being developed on this album. I feel his hunger to make it as a rapper, but most of the beats and hooks on this album could have been better. Number 8, the Slim Shady LP. My favorite songs on this album. This album serves as an excellent origin story for Slim Shady, but due to its cartoonish and comedic tone, it's not for me. Number 7, Revival. My favorite songs on this album. This is a good album to me. I like it more than most people. I even like the songs that sample classic rock songs and the pop rap songs on this album. Number 6, Relapse. My favorite songs on this album. This is one of my favorite albums because the rhyme schemes, flows, and production are his best even if you don't like the accents. I think it's a better horrorcore album than the Slim Shady LP. Number 5, The Eminem Show. My favorite songs on this album. This is my 5th favorite album because it details Eminem's life as a rap superstar and his place in the rap game. Number 4, Kamikaze. My favorite songs on this album. This is my 4th favorite album because the flows and beats on this album are the best since Relapse. This album was the greatest surprise of 2018 for me. It was also his best response album to critics since the original Marshall Mathers LP. Number 3, the Marshall Mathers LP. My favorite songs on this album. This is my 3rd favorite album because, as not the biggest Slim Shady LP fan, the lyricism, content, and overall production on this album made me an instant Eminem fan. I'd even go so far as to say The Way I Am was one of the songs that inspired me to rap. Number 2, the Marshall Mathers LP 2. My favorite songs on this album. This is my second favorite album because to me it's where Eminem reached his peak lyrically. In other words, we got Eminem's best wordplay, metaphors, and rhyme schemes on this album that he has yet to top. He even made a play on words about reaching his full potential, aka peaking, on Bad Guy. For the first time in his career, he earned a spot in the Guinness Book of World Records for most words in a song. Number 1, Recovery. My favorite songs on this album. This is my number 1 favorite album because it shows his personal growth. This is an evolved Eminem. This is Eminem's most inspirational album of all time, and the messages on here are powerful. While some stands prefer the immature Slim Shady, I prefer the more serious Marshall and Eminem. I know a lot of you may not agree with my ranking of these albums. And that's okay, this is just my opinion. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.